My name is Councillor Adam Vaughan. I'd like to formally welcome you to Ward 20, Trinity Spadina. And on behalf of the Mayor and my colleagues and councils, I'll be providing hosting duties today. And for my friends in the media who know that I never did this well on television before, I wouldn't expect too much from me today. But we're gathered here today with some very distinguished and honored guests and friends and family. First and foremost, I'd like to welcome Glenn and Linda Russell, Sgt Russell's parents, who are in the front row. Their grandfather, Harold Russell, who is also with us. Tracy Haig, Sgt Ryan's sister, as well as Tracy's children, Brianna and River. Christine Russell, Sgt Russell's wife, of course, is with us as well, as is Nolan Russell, his son. Roy and Karen Hilkema, Christine's parents, are with us, as well as Uncle David with cousins Mark and Adam. And of course, amongst the distinguished guests from emergency services and city services, we have Police Chief William Blair, members of Sgt Russell's shift, officers from 14, 51, 52, 53, and 54 divisions. And additionally, we have from Toronto Fire Services Deputy Chief Debbie Higgins, and from EMS Emergency Services we have Deputy Chief Gord McEachran and Commander Mike McCallion. Additionally, members, of course, from the Police Association are with us as well, and others will be introduced throughout the day. I'd like to now introduce my colleague on council, the Mayor of the City, Mayor Rob Ford.
Well, thank you, Councillor Vaughan. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we have another chance to pay our respects to Sgt Ryan Russell, who gave his life to keep people of this great city safe. Police Sergeant Ryan Russell was a loving husband to Christine, an adoring father to Nolan, and a dedicated police officer. He was well respected by his peers. He was a mentor to those who came in contact with him through his work with the Guns and Gangs Task Force. He was a positive role model and a true hero. Sgt Russell was a brave officer who, like all of our first responders, are dedicated to help people in the city and keep everyone safe. Sgt Russell reminds us that police officers, firefighters, and paramedics put their lives on the line each and every day to serve and protect the citizens of this great city. These brave people deserve our respect, our pride, and our thanks every day. And when a police officer is lost in the line of duty, his family, his friends, his fellow officers, and all the residents of the city mourn. But today, we're here to celebrate Sgt Russell's life, his work and his bravery, and to show our appreciation by naming this parkette in his honor. As Mayor of Toronto, and on behalf of all my colleagues at Council, I see Councillor Layton and Councillor Fakadakis here. Thank you very much for coming. Councillor Vaughan, as emceeing, doing a fantastic job. I name this space the Sgt Ryan Russell Parkette. we will always, always remember him. Thank you.
Christine and Nolan, Glenn and Linda, Tracy, Roy and Karen, my fellow officers, citizens of Toronto. The last time that we gathered was a very sad and tragic day, a difficult day. Certainly a difficult day for Ryan's family, his lovely wife and his son, but a difficult day for the Toronto Police Service and a difficult day for all of the citizens of Toronto. But today, we have gathered to celebrate. We've gathered to celebrate a life of service and to remember the sacrifice of one very brave Toronto cop who served this community. And it is important that we stand here in the community that Ryan served, the place where he made the ultimate sacrifice, so that the people of this community can remember his service and celebrate that they had a truly fine man who gave his life to keep his community safe. I want to take the opportunity to thank those who made this possible. Your Worship, on behalf of the men and women of the Toronto Police Service, we're very grateful for the commitment of the city in dedicating this space to Ryan's memory. I also wanted to acknowledge Councillor Vaughan. Within hours of the tragic circumstance of Ryan's passing, I heard from Councillor Vaughan, who wanted to do something. And he, within a very short period of time, undertook the initiative to rename this space in memory of Ryan. We're very grateful for his efforts. I also want to thank the personnel from Toronto Parks, who I have watched over the past week or so work so diligently to make this a great public space, to add a garden, to add the signs, to do the work that they do throughout the city every day, but their commitment to make this special. I want to thank the citizens who have joined us here today. We are your public servants. The police service is your police service. And Ryan's sacrifice was made on your behalf. Your presence here today means a great deal to me, but I can tell you it means a great deal more to the men and women who are standing in the shade around you in uniform and in plain clothes. The men and women of the Toronto Police Service recognize the very special acknowledgement that is being made here today by this dedication and by your presence of the important role that they play. Your support makes their service and their sacrifice worthwhile. And finally, on behalf of the men and women of the Toronto Police Service, I want to remind them that we are being acknowledged here today with the renaming of this park in Ryan's memory is an acknowledgement of the dedication to service to this community, and that we must renew our commitment to be resolute in the protection of our city, knowing that in that dedication to duty, there may be sacrifice. So on behalf of the entire service, thank you. Christine, we will not forget you or Ryan's sacrifice. We are inspired by his example every day, and we have always been inspired as well by your courage. Thank you very much.